Hello guys, welcome back to the channel once more. My name is Adam. Today is Thursday. We have to do a throwback. Just to start this video on a lighter note, let's check out this particular video.
Congratulations, guys.
So guys, let me know what you think about the video. Yes, we begin with violence. This is what we need from our players. Violence. They need to be wild in games for us. Now, speaking about Jordan Ayew, who was in that video, there is a breaking news that has to do with him. Otto Addo and the GFA has decided to name a new captain, and this is a report coming from Joy Sports. Now, they announced that Jordan Ayew would be the captain of the Black Stars. The vice captain would be Alexander Djuku as they prepare for the World Cup 2026 qualifiers against Chad and also Madagascar. Now, the reason why this was decided by the GFA and Otto Addo is very simple. Thomas Partey, who has been the captain of the Black Stars in the absence of Andre Ayew, has refused to retain that particular position. Now, he has been deputizing Andre Ayew for 6 years, since 2019. So, in the absence, Thomas Partey was our captain. But after several talks between Otto Addo and Thomas Partey has decided that, see, he doesn't want to be the captain of the Black Stars. And after several deliberation and also decision between the GF and Otto Addo, they have decided to give it to Andre Ayew's brother, Jordan Ayew. Now, the last time Jordan Ayew was the captain of the Black Stars was when we played our last qualifier games against Niger and also Angola. That was when he was the captain, Andre Ayew. And the thing is, before that, he was snubbed. When we played our doubleheader against Sudan, it was Mohamed Kudus who was the captain. But then after several deliberation, it was given to Jordan Ayew when we played against Angola and also Niger. Now, this is what GFA wants to do, according to reports, to solve this captaincy issue. And I read, now GFA, the Ghana Football Association, has implemented a new approach to the captaincy selection, prioritizing longevity as a key criteria. These changes are set to take effect in March 2025. So now the captain of the Black Stars would be one who has served the longest in the national team. And you know that Jordan Ayew definitely in the squad now, he's the one that has served the longest. That is why the decision has been taken by Otto Addo and also the GFA. And I get why this decision has also been made, because now we have players like Stephen Appiah in management committee who have also seen the handing over of captain from one player to another. So they come in to lead and also help the Ghana Football Association on the right path to solve this captaincy issue. So guys, this is the latest update. Jordan Ayew to captain the national team as we prepare for the World Cup 2026 qualifiers against Chad and Madagascar. Let me know your thoughts about it. Do you think it's the right decision? Do you think it's the right way to go? Let me know your thoughts about it down below in the comments. In the next video, we want to talk about possible defenders that are likely to make Otto Addo's final squad. I did this video with my friends Chanana and Seram. Let's check out that video very quickly.
Guys, let's talk about the Black Stars of Ghana, aka Brazilians of Africa. We have already talked about goalkeepers. In today's video, we want to talk about defenders. For me, we have one of the poorest defense when it comes to this continent. Almost every game we have played under Otto Addo, we have considered a goal. And normally the goals come in the last 10 minutes of every single game we have played. And guys, that's what we're about to discuss. Defenders. What do you make of the defense of the national team? Good or bad, or needs to be improved upon?
Okay, for me, I really think our defense is not really a problem. But we are not just getting the good, tacticians and then managers to put these people together.
So you think the coach is to be blamed for how...
Exactly, the whole managerial team, the technical team. They are not finding the right fit to put these players together. For
I disagree with you.
I also disagree with you for saying that we have one of the...
If you have followed Ghana Black Stars throughout the AFCON, throughout our qualifiers, even the World Cup qualifiers, normally the time we concede goals from 80th minute to the end of the game, last minute, The coach is not the one to tell the defenders that clear the ball, be focused, do not make a mistake. Our defenders have been making elementary mistakes. Even before Otto Addo, and Chris Hughton, same thing. Otto Addo is here, they are making the same thing. So for me, we have the weakest.
But these same people are performing in their club teams, like they are doing exceptionally well.
Yeah, bro.
They are putting out better
You see,
performances
yeah,
there.
bro. Oh, Chanana talk for me.
No, it's just, sometimes with the stats that we have given out, it shows that it's a lack of concentration. Or sometimes you say getting to the last 10 minutes, they relax a bit and they start making.
I guess Angola, same thing last minute.
Yeah. So if you as a team, almost every match you played in, you've considered in the last 10 minutes. That tells you that you always lose concentration or you think you've done your best. So you have to relax. So then you make a mistake back. For one thing, I believe that the team, when it comes to defense, it's very poor. Because with these stats, you can't tell me they are doing well. They are doing well. With this stat that you consider almost every game, individually, I think maybe we have some fine defenders. That one day, I don't have a problem with. I think Kofi is trying to make it like the way they are very good individually, and when they come together, they make those mistakes. Then it's the fault of the, but there are some elementary
mistakes that they do. That is my problem, bro.
Mourinho will complain that am I the one who come and tell you to kick this ball away?
When the team lose a match, when you're a team and then you lose a match, irrespective of how you lost the match, whether you lost in the last 10 minutes or in the first 5 minutes, we still consider it, I mean, a managerial task. The managers are not doing their job.
As for that one, if the ship collapses, we blame the captain.
Exactly. So,
but as Ghanaians we are,
but
we know the problem.
The names are there.
Which names? Overhyped players, bro. Make no good.
Mohamed Salisu, Alexander Djiku.
Guys, we are beginning. Let us know about this down below in the comments. Do you think we have the strongest defense here in Africa or not? For me, I think we have the poorest. These players are overhyped. They are not bad, but they're overhyped beyond what we think they can do. So, guys, quickly, let's jump into it. You have already mentioned Salisu. So, let's talk about Salisu. Performing very well for Monaco this season, UCL, in the French Ligue 1. For Ghana, I know they see him. I not gonna lie to you. After the World Cup, I know they see him. At the AFCON, he was poor. Qualifiers. A woman know about in the China injuries here and there. Guys, talk to me because I know he makes the squad if he's fit. But do you think he comes into that squad and improves our defense?
For Salisu is a fantastic defender. But I think injuries have slowed him down a bit. When he went to Monaco, we all know his first season. It's just now that he was speaking for him. But you know that because of Salisu, is a world-class defender in terms of he's a world class. So anytime he gets fit, we don't allow him to regain his form. We just call him straight back into the national team. Because for us, we see Salisu as one of our best defenders. So whether the only thing we need is can you play? If you say yes, then we just bring him to the team. So I think that is affecting his national performance a bit, because when you check Monaco, anytime he comes back, they put him to the team gradually. Then you see that he picks his form. But when it comes to the Black Star, immediately he's just fit. We just see him on the list of Monaco's bench 1-0. We just call him because we need him. You understand? So I think that's why when it comes to the Black Stars, he's finding it difficult to coexist with the players well. And I think the coach should make his formation clear. If he's going for the 3-back, it should be a 3-back. If it's a 4-back, it's a 4-back system. The players will know how.
Ghana will hardly play a 3-back. We are just
Otto Addo sometimes plays a 3-back. Most of the time, you see him going for a 3-back. He goes for Ali the Seidu and Djiku and Salisu. Then he
only plays that, He only plays that when we are going to face these smaller teams. I even don't know why we are even playing that system. When we are facing smaller teams there, I guess we'll play one defender and go and attack and score them. But smaller teams will be defending. You'll be playing more than 10 defenders. I mean, guy, tell me. I mean, I wanted to say guy A, but then guy S.
I still stand by my previous opinion that we have fine defenders. And then Mohamed Salisu, for a fact, if not for injuries this season, he has even played a number of 13 matches and then he has scored. He has registered a goal for Monaco. If not for injuries, we would see him playing more for Monaco. He's a very good player. If you watch him, I mean, in his club team, he plays very well. I still stand by my opinion.
We are not saying they are not good. If that's the case, almost all the players in the Blasters are good, but they all perform week in, week. So we are talking about national team.
That's why they get a call up. If they are not perform, they will not get a call up.
So what I'm saying is that there's a problem with my national team. there's a problem with the team, not the players. That's I keep saying this every time.
No, we know it's not
Because-
the players, but my thing is when they come into the national team, the way they play is different. Obi Wahwa, he's thinking about how to extend his contract or cement his position in his club
That
side.
is because
On
of the,
person Obi Pra.
my brother,
On final
that is
shame.
because
Exactly.
of the doings. That is because of the doings of the managers of the Black Stars. Because there was a time when
What
Sule
doings?
Mutari came out and then he was pointing out things that they do to them when they were playing for the Black Stars. And then you see one thing is that looking in time past, we had the likes of Jonathan Mensah, John Mensah. They were not the finest of defenders who. When we went to the 2010 World Cup and then we went as far
But
as
they
going to
were
the quarter-
dedicated.
Yes, they were dedicated.
Are these
because-
ones dedicated?
They were dedicated. They were dedicated because the team at that time they needed to be dedicated. You
But look at
understand?
this team. Hey, Yako AFCON. Salisu wants to beat somebody at AFCON. Because see, perform well.
We're in this
So
country.
let them come.
We're in this country.
You can't beat 20 people at the same
We're in
time.
this country where players were slapping money holders and technical directors because they were not giving their money to them. You see, this national team in particular, my brother, we should just tie our claws together and then side with the players and let the whole country know that this our national team. There's a very big problem. Go look at these players. Some countries need look at the teams they are playing for.
Talking about the players, let's talk about Jiku very quickly. Jiku, just yesterday or some few days ago, let me just use the word some few days ago, he was in a very big game for Fenerbahce against Gala.
Exactly.
Proper showman.
You see.
Played very well. And to me, he's one of those few players that come into the national team and also perform very well.
For Jiku,
As for Jiku,
yeah,
you see the way we are all agreeing with Jiku.
he always gives you a 90% performance. 90.
Good, because you do the same thing at your club. Come and do it for the national
You see
team.
the effort in his eyes when he's playing the game. See,
Good.
sometimes you don't need to say much or you just do the talking on the field. See, we the supporters, maybe we can bash and bash us, but we see the effort you put in. We know
If you
that.
don't put the effort,
We
don't
know
get
that-
expect
we know that-
us to-
I'm saying Salisu doesn't put in effort.
That's why they complain about it. Sometimes you see him he's
bro,
playing
so
the
I
game
see-
like
We
this.
saw Salisu come into the national team and then he even got injured in one of our qualifying matches. And then when he went
I get
back,
it. That's why sometimes I think those handling the team, they don't trust the players because you have adequate players who could easily replace Salisu. Someone like Mumin. Mumin is a very excellent player.
You don't have a
But
problem
it's
with
it's only in Ghana that you have Mumin, and then you bring an injured player to come and play, or someone who has not even really recovered to come and play because you don't trust the person you have already called to come and replace the other player.
I'm very happy that you've pointed this out. So this clearly shows us that the problem is not from the players,
You
as
see,
we are saying.
We are not saying it's from the players. All we are saying is that they should play exactly the way they play for their clubs.
put the
Only few
effort.
people do that, and some of them they don't want to play. Obi Oha, Takubi Obekono, Osurone nine.
So you see, there is no way you can compare the performance of players from their club team to the national team because you should know that they are not playing with the same players they play with at the club side.
We talk about. Let me tell you something. We are not talking about. Sometimes the results can be bad, but you realize that the effort is there.
it's there.
So you understand. But sometimes when you watch the game, you know that this one there is lack of effort from the players. They choose when the type of matches that they want to perform for. But hey, they will see this game and say, "Oh, wait, they're here." Then you see them go and be performing anyhow, or think that game where they're falla, bunny be winning. They'll go and be playing anything that they like, and they end up losing the game. Because sometimes when you don't start with the right mentality, before you want to change your mentality, then it's already too late. You understand? Because the team will not be sitting down and waiting for you the time that you like you play the ball.
Right.
Now, those small teams, when they come to your country, I tell you, they don't sit down for you to beat them like Feza. Then you see you beating people 7 days.
Football has really
As I
evolved.
said, so when you start the game, if you don't start with the right mentality, before you realize you'll be found wanting.
Right.
You get to the 60 minutes and you have not scored a goal. And now that you want to be serious, now the chances are not coming. Because football, when the opponents realize that you are not scoring, the opponents will start gaining confidence.
Aye,
You
so-
understand? So we have to be careful.
So
about
guys,
that.
I've heard from Chanana and Seram. So far, we have mentioned about 3 players: Jiku, Salisu, and also Ali Disiedu, right? Mumin. We have mentioned Mumin, who plays for Rayo Volcano. He played against Barcelona. That game, they robbed them, but then we'll just take it like that.
Rob who?
They were robbed, you know.
Hey,
Oh,
22 goals Barca scored was robbed.
they were robbed. Why they not rob them? Then get penalty chance. Then take
Who don't take waiting?
Oh.
You want to bring this matter for here?
Charlie. Who they forget? We they talk about Ghana watch. So
Wait,
guys,
you know, so you go bring them.
oh, we
they
they relax.
They don't bring that matter again.
So guys, we have talked about 3 players.
If they find problem, bring that matter.
Mumin, and also Salisu. These players are players we believe would make the 26-man squad. As long as they are fit, they are in there. Let's also talk about Jerome Opoku. I mean, he plays in Turkey. Otto Addo went to visit him in Turkey for Beşiktaş. Very tall, lanky player. He comes into the team, and I feel like looking at his physicality, area duels, everything, he go serve as hot.
Okay.
He comes in as a player that can be on the bench for us. He's a very good prospect. I've seen him play for the national team 1 or 2 times. Do you think this player, the coach can trust in him to say, okay, you know, maybe let's say Jiku or Salisu is just returning from injury or someone is feeling too fatigued, come and play? Is it possible?
Why is it not possible?
We have not seen it. That's why I was already complaining earlier.
It is very, very possible. So the coaches, the managers of the Black Stars should just make up their mind. These are the things we want. And then there was a statement you made when you were mentioning the player. You said looking at his
physicality, exactly. It's very tall.
So if you need defenders, if you need players that can be at the back and then save you from conceding goals, these are the people we need. You understand? Because talking of defenders, we need people who are built like the John Mensah type. Sometimes when attackers see them, they panic. That's what we need. So I see Jerome Opoku coming into the team and then helping the team.
All right. So guys, these are 4 players we believe are likely to make the 26-man or 25-man squad for Otto Addo. 4 centre backs. Now, the other centre backs who are likely to make the squad, there could be injuries here and there. We have, Razak Simpson from Nations FC.
Very fantastic guy.
I mean, we saw him make his debut, played some few games for the Black Stars from the Ghana Premier League. That is something that we can be happy about.
And
also,
I wouldn't be surprised if, our next matches we are going to play, I wouldn't see this guy in the
Razak,
team. That is the problem I have with my
that guy played very well, and the whole country was like,
he played his heart out. And the whole country, even though we're not qualifying to anything, we're just happy because of the performance the guy put up.
Exactly my point I was making about Salisu.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Even if you don't win and you play well, this country, everybody will be saying, Akwede Oboye now.
We set you aside and then we insult the rest of the team.
Yes.
That's what we do.
So guys, that's with Razak Simpson. We also have Jonas Ajete. He had a call-up, did not really play, but then he got injured, left team camp, but he's playing for Basel.
Yeah, Basel. I think he's doing very well because now when you check the Swiss Super League, I think Basel are number 1 or so. So with Ajete, you see him playing week in, week out, and now the Super League 2 is turning into one of the best leagues. So with a player performing that well, and we know Basel, they are pretty good. That's where Mo Salah and other people started their career from. So Basel is one of the fantastic teams you can get in Europe. So when you have a player like that performing week in, week out, that tells you he's doing something right for the coaches and the coaching staff to trust him. So we should just give him the opportunity to come and play. Because with playing against Chad and Madagascar, these are straight sense pointers that we don't have to joke with at all. So let's hope that they should come. If he comes, they should give him the opportunity. We shouldn't put any player who is not fit because of his name or no. We should put those who are fit and are ready to deliver. So let's hope that he will come and do something wonderful for the Black Stars because we really need it.
All right, so guys, you have heard from Chanana and also Seram talking about defenders who are on our standby list and are likely to make the squad. Also, there is Nathaniel Eje who just returned from injury for FC Lorient in the French Ligue 2. He's a very good player. In fact, he got injured when he had his debut with us when we were playing against Niger. A very good player who has rose through the ranks, has played almost all the junior national team before. A very good player in my own opinion, and I see him as someone who in the future can be that guy for us at the centre back. It's just that he's unlucky with the national team. His debut, he got injured some few minutes into that game. But then he's a player that I believe would be on the standby list. Looking at the fact that he's back from injury, playing some small games for Lorient. If the team agrees for him to come, why not? Now also this player is injured, Joseph Addo. He's injured. Celta Vigo player on loan at Real Valladolid. They played a game against Athletic Club. In that game, in the second half, 7-1. And then he got injured. So he's a player that I don't think will definitely be in here. A very experienced player, but then he's not going to be part of the squad. Yeah. So guys,
Ali Disiedu is also injured.
Yeah, Ali Disiedu is also injured.
He hasn't even kicked the ball this year.
So Ali Disiedu is also part of the centre backs that are injured. So for us, players we feel that are going to make the squad: Salisu, Alexander Jiku, Mumin, and also Jerome Opoku. On standby list, Nathaniel Eje, Jonas Ajete, and also Patrick Sensen of Nation FC. So guys, let us know if you have missed any player.